Hi, my name is Chris Lee. I am a board member of Orchard Alliance. My career background has been in the investment business. I spent my last 18 career years as a chief investment officer for Lockheed Martin and Dow Chemical. I joined the board of Orchard Alliance because I believe God has given me all my investment background, not only to make a living for myself, but also to serve his kingdom. And Orchard seemed to be the perfect place to use my investment experience that God has given me to serve him. I also serve as the board of China Graduate School of Theology in the US. We call it CGST. CGST supports the Ministry of Theology Education to the Chinese communities in Hong Kong, China, US, and the rest of the world. I chair the Plan Giving Committee at the CGST US and work on sharing my experience on plan giving with Chinese Christians to support the CGST. There are two parts of planned giving. The first part is giving. I am a Chinese Christian, but in general, it's not easy to convince Chinese Christians to tithe. I fully understand that. I am an immigrant, and I don't have any money when I first come to the US to start my life here. So giving away the hard-earned money to start my life is not easy because we think that we work very hard to earn those money. But God changed me back with a sermon back in 1996 in New York. The sermon was on the book of Malachi, chapter 3, where God accuses people of robbing God. It is because if you don't honor God by tithing to God, you are taking what belongs to God and keep it for yourself. That changed my whole perspective of tithing. I would not dare to rob God. Moreover, God promised something that you cannot find elsewhere in the Bible. In the book of Malachi, he asked us to test him by tithing, and he will open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing there that there will not be room enough to store it. So I want to testify that the promise from God is so true. Since I start tithing and learn to be more generous than just tithing, the more I give, the more God gives back to me. And then I have more to give away, and the virtuous cycle just continues. The second part of planned giving is the plan. You need a good gift plan. And this is where Orchard can come in to help you. If you plan early, you could give a lot more to the kingdom of God because Uncle Sam is sponsoring your giving. You could potentially have 30 to 50% to give away if you plan smart and early. And the final message that I have is that we could not bring any money to heaven. We can give them away wisely to help the poor and serve the God's kingdom, or we can leave the money to someone who did not earn them and spoil them. So Chinese do not like talking about death. This is just our culture. And that's why many Chinese Christians don't plan until it is too late. So let us all be wise, knowing that we will all go to heaven one day, and plan early. Thank you.
Thank you for wanting to learn more about Orchard Alliance and our services. James Chung came to Colorado Springs several months back and came to a presentation that Orchard Alliance presented while he was here. And he felt the information that we presented was so important that he wanted us to present at this year's Chinese Association Conference. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, we're not able to be there live, and I know many of you were participating in the conference virtual via your computer. But I'd like to share with you now some of the information that James thought was important enough for us to be able to present to you today. So I'm not sure those of you that have heard about Orchard Alliance, but some of you may already be familiar with some of the services that we provide. Orchard Alliance has been serving the denomination for over 40 years. and we are a supporting organization of the Alliance. Many of you may have church loans with Orchard Alliance. Some of you may have investments and retirement with Orchard Alliance. But the key area that I'm going to discuss with you this morning is the area of planned giving. Okay, this is such a critical area that we're going to talk about, that we wanted to pause and make sure that you were given the information necessary to know what resource is available to you and to the Chinese churches. What I want you to understand is what I'm going to share with you is not anything new that we're trying to test the waters with the Chinese Alliance churches. Our proven system, as you can see from the ministries on your screen, these ministries have trusted us in the same area in which I'm about to share with you, and this is the area of planned giving. As you can see from this list, there's a variety and quite a vast size in the ministry. Some very large ministries are on this screen, and some very small ministries, maybe a local rescue mission in a certain area. But what I'd like you to pause and just understand is, what did these ministries that are on the screen see that was unique about Orchard Alliance, and they decided to partner with them? Okay? So as I begin, the question we need to ask is, why does a local Alliance church need to be aware of gift planning? For some of you that are not aware of gift planning is simply other methods in which to give to the church beyond giving from a savings or checking account. Okay, so those are some of the areas that we're going to discuss. But before we dive into that, I want to show you the significance of planned giving. And there was a research study done in 2010, and it was a 5-year study from 2010 to 2015. And this research involved 2,500 nonprofits. And within those 2,500 nonprofits, as you can see and read on the screen, they talked about the significance of diversifying the way people are able to give to these nonprofits. But the study concluded that those nonprofits that just had an opportunity or a way for their people to give by just giving a cash gift, in that 5-year period of time, they only grew by 11%. Okay, some of you may be watching this and say, wow, if we could grow by 11%, our church, that would be great. But those nonprofits that had a way for their congregation or their donors to give beyond just from their savings or checking account, those nonprofits grew by 66%. That's a significant difference in the way those nonprofits benefited. 2 different focuses, one just on cash giving, one that had cash giving plus alternative ways to give, grew by 66%. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So as you're looking at this iceberg, statistics have shown that this is the average financial picture of someone in the pew or someone that gives to their local ministry. 10% of what they have is in cash. The other 90% of what they have is tied up in some type of appreciated asset, meaning appreciated stock, private stock, real estate, business interest, business sale, IRA gifts. Now, let me ask you, has your church ever received one of these types of gifts? If the answer is yes, then hopefully that was intentional and not by choice or not by chance. What we want to share with you is, how do we tap into that bottom portion of that iceberg so people know that they have the ability to give in other ways? Unfortunately, when you look at this iceberg and you see that only 10% of what people have to give is in cash, unfortunately, this is what most of our websites look like. Of all the ministries that I talk to, all the churches that I talk to around the country, they either have a donate now button on their website or they have a give now button on their website, which in reality only focuses on what? That 10% top of the iceberg. We want to make sure that your church is able to focus on the bottom 90% of that iceberg, and that's the area that we call planned giving. So today, here's how people are giving to their local alliance church or to the ministries that they care about. They're giving stock or business interests. They're giving from their IRA, 403B, or 401k. They're giving real estate gifts. They're giving through their donor advice fund. They're giving through life insurance proceeds. They're giving through charitable gift annuities. Why do people give this way? Because sometimes it's better and or easier for any number of reasons for people to give gifts other than cash. So we want to make sure that the local alliance church is prepared for these changes. So how do we equip you? How do we prepare that? First and foremost, we need to make sure that you have a planned giving presence on your website. So what we've done is we have provided a planned giving landing page for all of our alliance churches. This is one we did for New Life Church. As you can see, it has their logo, their colors. They get to pick the banner that comes across the top of the screen. But this is the look and feel of New Life Church, but it has a planned giving component built into their website. We are not web designers. We simply provide a landing page and give you a code in order for this to appear anywhere on your website that you choose. So this landing page includes how to create a will and testament from a biblical perspective. What assets am I able to give outside of writing a check? And what charitable tools are available to me in different situations? This is key when people are looking in other ways to give to your church. They need to know that there's other options out there available to them. So next, what we've also created is we've also created for the local alliance church a planned giving quick start guide. This can help you implement a planned giving program with 3 easy steps. One of those steps is simply making sure that you have a planned giving presence on your website. But we've created a custom planned giving quick start guide for the local alliance church. It's a 6-page, easy to learn, easy to reference guide to help you implement that program. But please understand this. We are not asking you, the pastor of the local alliance church, to become a planned giving expert. We're simply wanting you to know that planned giving is another form of fundraising within your local alliance church. We are the experts. We want you to refer all those calls, all those inquiries to us to be able to help you transact that transaction for your local alliance church. So how do we help you get the word out? We provide videos, we provide bulletin messages, bulletin inserts, email blasts. We conduct webinars in order to help get the message out within your church community. Some of those pieces that we've created, they're all customized. They all have the look and feel of your church with your logo. This is one that we did for Parisburg Alliance Church, how to give through your IRA. This is one we did for Northgate Community Church, giving gifts of real estate. We want to make sure that your local alliance church is equipped and prepared. We do all the groundwork for you. We simply want you to plug into our system, our proven system that we've been doing for over 50 years. We want you to plug into the system and to begin to receive the benefits of some of these planned gifts. For some of you that may not be as familiar with the planned gift, I just want to give you some terms that you may have heard that incorporate what a planned gift is. Planned gifts, like I mentioned earlier, are generally gifts other than cash that require more intentional planning to facilitate. While we know you do not have the time to facilitate or to help them plan those types of gifts, please rely on us to do all the back office support and work on your behalf. The rewards for your church and the giver can be significant. Planned gifts include bequest, charitable gift annuities, donor advice funds, IRA gifts, mineral rights, real estate, business interests, etc. We just want you to get familiar with what a planned gift is That way, the more comfortable you are, the more comfortable your congregation will become. There was a quote I heard once that said, "It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than have an opportunity and be prepared." We want to make sure that the local Alliance Church is prepared for that opportunity. When someone comes to you and they want to leave you a piece of real estate, they want to leave you a gift from their IRA, they want to leave you in their last will and testament, how do they transact that? Who do they go to? How do they make that happen? Well, we want you to know today that Orchard Alliance is in a position to be able to help you bring that gift across the goal line. So our focus now is helping the local Alliance Church in the area of planned giving. And there is so much more that I can share with you, but we had a limited time in order to present this message to you. But I do ask this, please know that we are helping the Alliance churches across the country in the area of planned giving. A one-on-one step to go through some of the basics of what is planned giving, how does your Alliance church implement a planned giving program. Please look at the information on your screen, send me an email, give me a phone call, and let's begin the process. We truly are a partnership with the Alliance, and we truly do want to serve the kingdom together. So please give me a call and let's begin to implement a planned giving program, a successful planned giving program for your Alliance church. God bless you and thank you for your time.